Hi, I'm Stephanie Wilson-Coleman, known as the Empowerment Doctor, and I want to talk a little bit about what do you do when you have no idea what to do? Yeah, sometimes the right choice is obvious, and other times the solution is a little less clear. And if you're like me, the solution sometimes is a little less clear, and that happens often. But when you're most uncertain, you're often in a situation with great potential. See, this type of confusion is common when you come across the crossroads in life. So I have some techniques for you to use when you need to deal with uncertainty and make great decisions. The first is be clear regarding your values. I say that again. Be clear regarding your values. Not everybody else's values, but your values. A wise choice might be easier if you are aware of what you believe about something and what you value. And whether you're stuck, return to your values and take another crack at the situation. See, if you've never considered what your values may be, take the opportunity to make a list and describe what's important to you. And I know this is something that none of us do often, but do it at least once a year so that you can stay on track. The next thing is gather more information. Do you have enough information about the situation for you to make a good decision? Take the time you need to gather the information needed to make a wise choice. Take advantage of every possible resource. And then there's number 3, avoid indecision as a decision. There is a difference between taking your time and being indecisive. Make no mistake, failing to make a decision is a decision. It's a decision to rely on luck and the forces outside of yourself to decide your fate. So when you don't make a decision, you lose control of your future. The fourth thing is ask a mentor for advice. Maybe someone else has known or has faced a similar dilemma. Trust me, you're not the first person going through whatever you've gone through. Experience counts for a whole lot. So get some guidance, and if it's available to you, but avoid blindly following the advice of others. Make your own decision. So when you get the guidance, write it down and consider it and determine if that's something that you can do and something that you would be comfortable with. As I said, make your own decisions. See, a mentor guides, but he doesn't decide what you should do. Then relax. So your brain works better when it's relaxed. An overstressed state results in the inhibition of the higher functions of your brain. So your best ideas come when you're mentally at ease. Haven't you noticed that if you're taking a long hot bath, you get some great ideas? Or if you're just walking around looking at the trees and the flowers, all of a sudden all these wonderful ideas come to you. So it is important for you to be able to just relax. Get some exercise. Physical exertion can change your chemistry and provide a new perspective. So hit the gym, and if you don't have a gym near you, just go to the park and walk around. You'll be surprised at what comes to you. And 7, meditate or pray. The choice is yours. The mental state achieved through meditation and prayer can be highly creative. You'll be in a much better place to make a better decision. And the 8th thing is, what would you tell a friend in the same situation? So we have a lot of good advice for other people, but sometimes we just forget to take that advice for ourselves. So dealing with the challenges of others can be clearer than dealing with your own. So what would you tell a friend or a family member? It may be wise sometimes to take your own advice. The 9th thing is review your goals. Each action you take will make achieving your goals either better or worse. So how you make your choices, make sure that they are in congruent with your goals. Because if they're not, you're going to be at a crossroads again. So I want you to make a list of all the goals that you haven't done already. And I want you to look at those lists and decide, what do you want to do next? Okay? And if it looks a little scary, I want you to pick the easiest thing and do that thing. But I want you to get started. Then I want you to consider the downside. Maybe there's more than one choice and the same potential benefits, but consider the possible downside to each. Manage your risk, and when two or more options have the same potential benefit, choose that with the least risk, and that's often the best risk. So when you're stuck, it means that all these choices seem equivalent. After doing everything you can do to reach a decision, you've got to choose and make the decision. I'm Stephanie Wilson-Coleman, the Empowerment Doctor, and as I always say, life is too short to drink cheap champagne.